Hello guys and welcome to the character creation on The Elder Scrolls Online for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version. Today specifically we're going to be playing on the PlayStation 4. This game was released a few days ago and a lot of you are either thinking about picking up a copy or maybe bought it on the PlayStation Store and waiting for those 40 gigabytes to download and just looking up information like the character creation, the first few missions and stuff like that. That's exactly what I did, so I thought it'd be a good idea to go into depth a bit about the character creation for those of you who are still about to start the game more than anyone. So obviously we've got the start here, which is the gender, either male or female. And then we've got the voice. They're quite variant different voices if you want to quickly flicker through them all. You can have different speeches, so you can go for whatever you really want here. Then this is going to be the most important decision you're going to take at the start, is which alliance you wish to join. There's 3 alliances, each one has its own 3 races. And it's going to determine what part of the map you start in when you spawn in. Obviously, depending on what your start quests are going to be, the few quests you have to do at the start of the game, and all that sort of thing. So the first alliance we've got is the Daggerfall Covenant, which has the Breton race. And we're quickly going to go through the classes in each one of the races. So we've got the Dragon Knight, and we're also going to check out the veteran gear in each one, which is like the cool looking armor you can strive for. Basically, you obviously don't start with the veteran armor. So for the Bretons, we've got the Dragon Knight, the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer actually looks pretty sick. And then we've got the Nightblade and the Templar. The Templar and the Dragon Knight seem to look pretty similar most of the time, I've noticed. So anyway, moving on, we've got the Red Guard race. And in the Red Guard, we'll obviously quickly check through all the classes again. As each one does its unique set of armors, which is pretty cool to just look through at the start. That's probably the coolest out of a lot of these. Now let's quickly take a quick look at the Orcs. Sorcerer not looking too good. Nightblade not too bad, but really similar to the Dragon Knight. And the Templar. Templar looks right, I guess. Alright, then moving on to the second alliance, we've got the Aldmeri Dominion. That Khajiit, that already looks pretty sick, the Khajiit. Alright, we're firstly going to look through the Khajiits now I've got this up. The Dragon Knight, that is just sick, like the mane you get at the back there. That's one of the coolest armors, or at least one of the coolest helmets on the game. The armor's not too spectacular, but just the helmet you get there is pretty cool. And we've got the Sorcerer, a bit meh. Nightblade, again, not too spectacular. Right, the Templar and the Dragon Knight are clearly the best ones for the Khajiit, simply because of that helmet they're getting. Then we've got the Wood Elf. So we've got the Dragon Knight. Oh, that's a pretty nice helmet too, and the whole armor set's actually pretty cool, especially the shoulder pieces. So then we've got the Sorcerer, looking pretty basic. Nightblade and Templar. The Templar again, looking pretty cool. It's always the Templar and Dragon Knight who seems to get the best armor, except a few exceptions. Sorcerer seems pretty cool. And then the High Elves. So we've got the Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Nightblade. Again, really similar to the first one, and Templar. Right, there's nothing out of the ordinary there. So now the third and final alliance is the Ebonheart Pact. These are going to hold the Dark Elves, the Nords, and the Argonian. So let's start off on the Dark Elves, looking at the classes. We've got the Dragon Knight. Well, that's actually pretty nice. We've got the Sorcerer. Again, pretty cool, actually. The Dark Elves seem to have pretty cool armor sets, except the Nightblade's looking pretty... actually, I did not see that massive mohawk on her head. That's actually pretty cool. And then the Templar again. Templar and Dragon Knight again look really similar here, just different coloured armor. I think it's practically exactly the same, just a different colour. Let's take a quick look at the Nords. So the Nords got the Dragon Knight. This looks like quite a basic Skyrim looking outfit. And the Sorcerer again looking pretty basic. Nightblade, I don't know, the armor looks pretty cool. I don't really like the helmet. The Templar again exactly the same as the Dragon Knight, I believe, just different colour. Yup, looks pretty similar to me. And then finally we've got the Argonians. So the Argonians, well, that is actually pretty cool looking for the Dragon Knight class. I think the Templar is going to be... yeah, Templar is exactly the same as the Dragon Knight. Then the Sorcerer. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. It's one of the best looking Sorcerers, I think, out of the ones we've seen so far. And then we've got the Nightblade. It's, again, looking pretty basic. They don't outer much. But like I said, the Dragon Knight actually looks pretty cool. The helmet you get here. So we're going to go for an Aldmeri Dominion, Khajiit, and we want to be a Sorcerer. The Access Chamber, we're going to be a Dragon Knight. I think it looks cooler just here, just for going through the character creation. So I'm just going to quickly take the veteran armor off so you can quickly see the difference here. If you're going to go muscular, it's more muscular. You can notice this more on the male models, especially when they're muscular and that. So we're just going to go somewhere in the middle here of the pyramid selection. And then the body, you're going to just go through the height, the basic things. Skin color, it's just basically just if you want a paler or darker or whatever. Okay, we're going to go for somewhere in the middle, I reckon. Right, that's quite a good leopard color going on there. It's alright. And the body markings are pretty cool. It's just like tattoos and stuff like that. I guess each race does outer quite differently. That looks like a fucking monkey. That really does look like a baboon or something. Anyway, we're going to quickly switch through them. Obviously, like I was saying, each race does have different ones. That's Especially these are definitely a lot different than the rest of them. The Khajiits definitely have quite unique markings to them. I think we're going to go with that one actually. That looks pretty nice. Now I've gone... Right, yeah, that one. But the torso sizes, whether we just want bigger body, bigger gut, bigger waist, bigger arms, etc. All that's not really important right now. There's basically the facial expression we want to have, like either heroic, angular, or soft. Again, we're just going to go somewhere between heroic and soft. This is a lot more noticeable in the other classes, mainly because it's different facial expressions, and the Khajiit don't seem too different. It just changes the shape of her head, I'd say. Then there's the age, so you can either make her look like an old woman or go younger. Again, this isn't too noticeable on the Khajiit compared to some... Actually, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, my mistake. It's pretty noticeable there. We're going to go quite young. Then the adornment is practically just... On the other characters, it's basically facial hair. On this one, it seems to be piercings and stones more than anything, actually. Okay, this is pretty interesting. I've never actually tried the Khajiit before. This is quite cool. Like I was saying, on the other characters, basically, all it is just different facial hair, like beards and moustaches and stuff. So this is pretty cool. Alright, I think we're going to go with some piercings. The eye ones look pretty cool. We'll go with that. Hairstyle, right, let's quickly take a look through the hairstyles. I think the hairstyles are different. I'm not sure if it just changes by gender or it's actually different per every class. I imagine it's just gender changed. Like the male models have their own hairstyles and the females have theirs. Right, we'll go with that. That looks... Actually, no, fuck that. We are not going with that. There's one back here I think I've seen quite cool. Yeah, that's the one. Right, we'll keep that. Hair colour. Well, I don't think there's nothing too exaggerated here. It's basically just the basic colours. You can either go dark or blonde. White hair is about the worst you can get. It's somewhere between white, blonde, brown and black. You don't really get any exotic colours. So we're just going to keep it white. Head marking. These are practically the scars and like facial marks, face paint, stuff like that you got going on. That actually looks pretty cool. Just going to quickly check through the rest of them. Right, some of them aren't too noticeable. Okay, that scar looks pretty cool. I think we're going to keep the scar. Actually, no, I've seen one back here that's pretty nice. Yeah, that one. I like that one. Okay, forehead slope. These are the... Again, these are just shapes of the face. I wouldn't mess around with these too much. If you just want to make some slight adjustments and you know what you're doing, you can go ahead. I don't like fiddling with this too much, as I normally would just fuck up the look of the character's face completely. But you can outer it to your own choice. You won't be seeing your character's face too often in game anyway. It's more of other people to see. And then finally we've got the face. So we've got the eye colour. Again, there's nothing too exotic. It's somewhere just between light blue, orange and reddish looking colours, and you've got greens going on. So we're just going to go for a bright blue. That bright blue looks quite nice actually. Going to stick with that. Again, not too much different between big and little eye size here. Then again, these are just eye angles, eye separation, just small variations you can make in the face if you want to outer stuff slightly. Again, I wouldn't mess too much with that. So that's pretty much the end of this character creation. After this, you just press triangle and you go on to choose your name and stuff. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really enjoying this game, so I'm looking forward to uploading more content of the Elder Scrolls Online to my channel, and we'll see you next time.